What is up, my homies? Everybody good? How's your mama and them? Hey, Donny Baker here, LPR Sound Foundation with you. I'm happy to be here, and we are live and in charge. And let me see what else I got to turn on here. Let's turn on the live thing. Y'all know who I am. I can take that off now. So, what's up? Anybody up in here? How's everybody doing? Again, Thursday, bro. I just got done with a session, and it was it was a long day. Full band. Pretty good, man. They were young, man, but they were really good, man. I had a good time. It was a lot of fun. But just I mean, let me be honest with y'all, man. They for some reason wanted to work in Logic. I've discovered today, and I did find something out, and I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, I suck at Logic. I really should spend some time understanding the other DAWs, but nah, bro, it was a little bit frustrating. At one point, the bass player had to come in and show me how to do some stuff because nobody knew, but he knew. The kids today, man, they start on GarageBand and then they just got it, man. They just figured it out, They get it, they know it. So, how is it? Who else up in here? I noticed a couple people here with me. Let me know who you are. Let me know where you're calling in from, and is this your first time, or do you know who I am, and do I need to explain who I am and what I do? Well, I'll do that anyway because everybody loves that. We do make these available for replay. So what we do on Thursdays, Thursdays really casual, man. It's I started off doing it in the morning because I called it Thursday Morning Live, but then nobody showed up, man. It's like nobody was here. It was weird. But so but then I pushed it to the afternoon because we sometimes have morning things, and so I pushed it to the afternoon, and then today I had to push it to evening. So you know what I'm gonna do, man, is I'm gonna try to keep it just Thursday evening around supper time, 6 o'clock, 6:30, that kind of vibe. So get on the list, man, and stay in touch. And if you get on the list, you get an email letting you know that I'm gonna be live at a certain time on Thursdays. So Thursdays are just live, man. I'm here to answer your questions, help out with whatever. We try to, I want to try to keep it to business. But no, if y'all got questions about how something works, how a microphone sounds, or how my opinion on how a certain thing works on a certain thing, or if you want to know my favorite compressor to use on some vocals or what have you. The thing we did today in the session, man, I tried something a little different. I wanted to experiment a little bit. It was with a student. So whenever we have students recording, projects, we try to experiment a little bit. And what it was we tried the Glenn Johns miking technique. If you don't know what that is, look it up. No, I'm just kidding. Glenn Johns is you have two mics. You have other mics as well, but the main overheads are one above the snare and one just on the other side of the floor tom, pointing at the snare. And the trick with Glenn Johns is that they're the same distance. You create an equilateral triangle between the center of the snare and the two mics, and then between the two mics. So that's how that works. And because what the technology behind that, basically, let's not get too deep into algebra and stuff, but the idea is that the snare is the center of the drum kit, and when you hit the snare, it gets to the overheads at exactly the same time. So there's less phase issues. There's it's quite a surprisingly wide stereo spread, but at the same time, it's what you do give up, and we found out today what we gave up was the toms. One of the songs we were working on today had a lot of cool tom work in it that we just weren't getting the way that I wanted it to. So we're gonna bring the band back, and we're gonna do some tom work. We're gonna mic it a little differently. The same song, we're just gonna mic the drums a little bit differently. Just to get that, I just like, the song is a really good song and it should have that, so we're gonna do that. So there is that. Who is anybody here? Anybody here? Anybody got any questions, comments, or concerns yet? Okay, no pressure. What I do want to do though is I'm gonna let you know that if you do have questions, because sometimes these things get busy and I kind of lose focus on the comments and I got to do a search. So if I do have to do a search, I want you to make it look like this. Put a Q and a colon in front of your question. That way I can grab it. I put it in the chat as well as in the link there, so on the screen there, so you guys can see it. But put a Q and a colon in front of your question. That way I can pick it out amongst all the comments when we do get a lot of comments. Doesn't look like we're going to get a lot of comments today, as there's only 2 people in, and one of them is me. So I wonder who the other person is that's watching. Y'all could let me know. It don't matter. Could be the boss lady. She likes to check in and make sure I don't say stupid stuff. So there is that. I do have some stuff. I don't know. Did you guys see I sent an email out for the Monday for the podcast on Monday this week. Man, it's already Thursday, bruh. It seems like just yesterday morning I sent that out. Anyway, the podcast that went out, the video podcast for Monday was about the it's Signal Flow Month here at ES Audio and LPR Sound Foundation, and we were talking about patch bays and inputs and outputs and how things route and things like that. And I came up with this really cool exercise that we put out for the masterclass for the community. And so I'm sharing some of that masterclass with you as the patch bay exercise. We call it the patch bay exercise. Basically, here's what happens. I give you some equipment. I give you a list of equipment, and you have to put it together on a patch bay so that it works properly. It works the way you want it to in your studio. So that's what I've done with that. It was a master class, and I took the part about the patch bays out and gave it to everyone on Monday. And if you didn't get the email, or you weren't there, or you're not on my list, why are you not on my list? First of all, you should be on my list. You might be seeing me on Twitch right now. So if you're on Twitch and you want to get on the list, do this. I put it in the chat, and it is on Twitch. I put it in the chat that you guys can go download it's a free course. That's absolutely a free course. Doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is give me your email, and you get the course delivered directly to you. Now, once you give me your email, you're on my list. Once you're on my list, if you don't like the emails that I send out once or twice a week, you can unsubscribe. Man, it don't matter. But I'm just trying to help out and hook up. You know, trying to share my knowledge and experience with everybody that wants to take it. Everybody that wants to hear it. You know, yeah. Look, some of my opinions are different than others, and I do get on YouTube. I mean, I get people that disagree with me in the comments, but that's cool. That's I do enjoy that. I do enjoy other people's comments, and sometimes I try. Like if somebody says, "Oh, I would never use that microphone on the thing," I might try the microphone that he suggested or that she suggested that I use. You know, oh, I like this microphone on the okay, cool. I'm gonna try it. Maybe you're onto something, bro. Maybe I've never tried it, and it's gonna be the best thing ever. You know. So what was it recently? It was something recently that I tried. And I was like, holy crap! Why have I not done this my entire career? You know, why have I not done it this way? You know, it was. I think it was with the drums. Yeah, I forget what it was, but it was something. Man, I've been using Speaking of drums, I've been doing Mark Ronson's technique. We call it the Amy mic. Amy Winehouse. Those drums were recorded very minimal, and Mark Ronson recorded it very minimal. Basically, one microphone. And so, the last few times we recorded drums, I put an Amy mic in there, man. And it's just something extra to blend in. Like what else I do extra on drums is I give the client, I love a SPX 90. I love the sound of an SPX 90 for the reverb, for the snare. I just love it. There's something about it. There's something, I haven't found a plug-in yet that emulates that or even comes close to it. I did find one that says that it does. They call it a Japanese 90. They don't call it a Yamaha. Of course, they don't want to pay the fee, you know. But it's called the 80s Spaces. Look that up. I don't think it's that much money, but it's just still not even an SPX 90, man. It's just not that. It's kind of got the vibe, but it doesn't have the. It just doesn't have it. So what I do is I'll actually record that onto its own track, and I listen to it while the drummer's playing because the drummer really likes it. The drummer he just makes that snare just crack and like he's in a stadium or something, man. And it feels good while he's recording it, you know? So I do, and I put it on its own track, and I give that to the client. They can either use it or not. If they don't want to use it, don't. That's cool, but they have it. And that's the thing, is that they actually have access to it. You know what I mean? So there's another what was it I was gonna talk about? I was gonna the signal flow course. Yeah, grab that, man. I think the link for right here. Damn, I was looking all over for it. It's right there. learnprorecording.com/patch bay. That's gonna get you that patch bay exercise. Just download a quick PDF. Everything's in the PDF. Basically, I'm giving you equipment. There's an outboard preamp, outboard compressor. There's an interface. I think the interface I put on the list was the Apollo 8P, and then a patch bay. And you gotta run everything in, run everything out from the mic. I even gave you a mic patch panel that goes in your live room. You got to patch out of that into the patch bay, out of the patch bay into the interface, then have access to get into the preamps and the compressors and whatever else you've got in your studio. You can add it to your patch bay. So it's just a lot of fun. Just go get it. If you want to go watch last week's YouTube video. I think it's called Patch Bays. So just go check that out, man. It's pretty cool. It's a cool little exercise that came from a masterclass from the community. If you guys are not in my community, you've missed out. We're not going to open it again until November. One way to get in though is that you can buy a course, purchase a course. I'll throw that in the chat in a little bit. Hey Joe, how's it going? There's the boss lady. She's checking up on me, make sure I don't say stupid stuff. But if you guys want to see what courses we got available, I'll throw it in the chat. There you go. Go click that. Just see the courses that we got available. There's one course. That's super cheap. I think it's $20. That'll give you access to be able to buy into the membership, which is only $27, and you get all kind of cool stuff. But we only open that twice a year to the general public. If you buy a course, yes, you'll be able to get in. And I think if you buy a course and get in, there's a 14-day free trial, which is plenty of time to get into the community and the membership and see what it's about. See if you're even gonna like it. If you don't like it, get out. Don't pay for it. I'm giving you 14. I'm giving you 2 weeks free, man. In 2 weeks, you can go in there and there are courses in there. You can go in there and see all the courses, run all the stuff, download all the templates, do the mix challenge, whatever, man. There's plenty of time for you to get in there and do everything you need to do. So, Joanne's telling you to go visit the studio website. There's cool pics. She says there's cool pics and news from the studio at esaudio.com. We're going to be updating that. I just have to get the approval from the boss. We're probably going to look at that over this weekend. I'm tweaking the final little things that I think it needs. Specifically on the calendar, because we do embed our calendar into our website. So I'm just making sure all of that is working properly before I let Joanne see it and check it and make sure everything's good. And then I'm hoping by July we're going to move over to the new website, because I like the new website. I like it's clean, it's simple, to the point, new pictures, new layout. For me it flows better. Yeah, the old website's cool, but it's been there for a minute. It's kind of old, and I've seen it. We've seen it for years and years and years. We haven't really updated it because it's on Squarespace. If you want to know what's going on, it's on Squarespace, and Squarespace has updated their platform. But in order for me to move my system, my website to the new platform, I basically have to start over anyway. So I don't know. It's just technology, man. It just gets in the way so much. It's just ridiculous. So so there you go. Anybody else? There's someone else is in here now. Who is in here? There's Jammin' Joe of Joanne Bush of ES Audio Recording Studios. Just gives a shout out with a emoji smiley. She does that. She's the emoji smiley person. I very rarely do the emojis, but I don't know. I guess I should, or could, or would, but whatever. I don't. She does all the social media stuff, man. I kind of don't. I did put something out there. I made a short. YouTube, man. I don't know. I put a short on YouTube, and it's actually I think I've had like more than 400 people look at it in one day, I'm like, bro, that's exciting, because that's 400 people in a day has seen my thing. And what I did was I just took a bunch of shots of me turning on Studio B. Okay, I got to turn this switch on. I got to turn that switch on. I got to move the thing. Joanne's throwing more stuff at y'all, man. Y'all go look at that. So yeah, it was just pictures of me turning on the light, turning on the system, turning up the speakers, turning up and I edited it together real quick, all in 1 minute, so that it fit on as a short. And dude, people are liking it. It's kind of cool. I might do another one. I might do one with Studio A, but I might need more time. So there's a lot of stuff in Studio A. But no, it was fun, man. It was fun to put together. So, and I did throw that out on Instagram. So just to let you know, if you want to see it on on the IG, it's there. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun, man. I'm having fun with that. It's cool. So I'll get better at it. You know, y'all don't hate too much just yet. I'll get better at the editing and get better at the quick cuts and stuff like that. Y'all know when I mean my YouTube thing, I try not to edit. I try not to edit. I want to just do live. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna do a thing, and I try not to do too many edits. The only time I'd have to do edits is if I say really stupid stuff. Like there's some words you can't say on YouTube. I don't know if y'all realize that. There's things you can't say on YouTube, and of course, who's gonna say it? Yeah, me usually. But yeah, there's that. So you gotta be really careful with that. Hey, y'all know what too, man? I do coaching. I don't know if y'all knew that about me. I do one-on-one coaching. If you're not local, if you're local to Los Angeles, come into the studio, hang out with me for an hour or so. I'll give you a free coaching hangout. If you're not local, we could do via Zoom, or we actually use a different program similar to Zoom that I like a little better. It's called Sessions. I don't know if you guys have looked into that, but it's I like it better than Zoom. I think we all got ruined on Zoom during when the world shut down and everybody was just using Zoom for stuff. But Sessions is cool. I find it a lot easier. But yeah, no, we can do a free coaching call with you. I'll put a link in the chat if because I'm putting the links in the chat because there's a replay on all this stuff. So anybody that's not here live with us can see it later. But anybody, I'll give you a free one, a gratis one, you know, and I just get together and discovery call, just figure out what we're about, see if I can help you, see if you can help me, see if I can see if you want me to coach you. There's just some cool stuff that I can hang out with and share with you. And, you know, I like to share, man. And that's the thing. You just, go hit that link, get on my schedule. You can book yourself in on the schedule when it's convenient for you. The schedule only shows you when I'm available. So there's that too. If I get booked on a session, then it blocks that, but that's cool. So yeah, I mean, there's just tons of that stuff going on, but yeah, the coaching's great, man. I really enjoy it. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy meeting people like me that do what I do, you know, and sharing stuff and you know, ideas and that's why the community's so great too, man, because there's a lot of us in there and we share and trade. You know, we trade ideas, we trade templates, we trade track presets for Pro Tools, we trade presets for plugins. It's just cool, man. Like when I come up with something cool, like sometimes I run across free plugins, and I'll throw it in the community. Oh, dude, you guys see this free plugin? It's awesome. I'm using it all the time. You know, put it in there, man. Share with everybody. So the community's great. We have monthly master classes. Try to do monthly workshops. We do a group coaching call, which is I think next week. Next Monday, is it? I think we're doing a group coaching call next Monday. Let me check the calendar. Yeah, next Monday, the 17th, is the June LPR group coaching call for you guys that are part of the community and you want to come over and hang out. Make sure you get your questions ready for that one, because that's like we hang out for an hour and I'm here showing you stuff, and sometimes we plug in we'll plug in Pro Tools, and you know, I'll share with you how I mix something or whatever. We'll see what's going to happen on this one, but yeah, it's just a group coaching call. Whatever y'all want to talk about, whatever you want to coach with, I'm there for you. So there is that. Hey, while I got everybody here, is there anything on these lives that you'd like to see? I'm just kind of talking to myself because nobody's asking me any questions or anything. We try to talk about business on these days, on the Thursdays, because what we do is a business, man. We are entrepreneurs. We are CEOs of our own company. You know, you should, if you don't have your company, if your company's not established yet, you haven't built your company yet, trust me, you want to do that. You want to get yourself legit. There are so many benefits to especially if you live in California, there's so many benefits to being a legit company, production company, audio, video, what have you. in California. One of the benefits is when you buy things for your company, such as laptops or computers or microphones or what have you. You only pay 5.25% sales tax. Here in LA County, the sales tax is 10.25% on when you go to the store and buy stuff. But if you're a legit company, it's called the production sales tax incentive. But you have to be a legit registered company in the state of California. But you're going to save 5% straight up. Man, when you're buying a $4,000 computer, that 5% adding up, bro. I tell you what, that's enough money. Now you can go buy a new microphone if you want. Get you some new cables. Get you a new patch bay. Figure out how to put all your stuff on a patch bay in your studio. Let's build your studio up, man. I got a coaching call. I help you build up your patch bay, help you build up your studio, tell you what you need. I'll show you, man, if you're a legit company, bro, in California, pretty much anywhere, probably, there are ways to acquire gear that you don't have to pay a bunch of money. You don't have to save up all your pennies to buy that your favorite compressor. You don't have to save up all your pennies and to get that new microphone that you've been wanting to get. You got your eye on. You don't have to do that. There's ways to get equipped. There's ways to acquire equipment without having a bunch of money up front. So, and that's one of the things I share with you in the coaching, in the community. This is what we talk about. This is what we do. So there's a lot of stuff available in there. There's a lot of stuff on the coaching call that I can help you with. On the group coaching calls, sometimes we open the group coaching calls up to the YouTube, the Facebook group. If you guys are not in the Facebook group, go sign up to the LPR Sound Foundation Facebook group. We do sometimes open now that's a free group. You're not going to get all the stuff in the community, but it does offer you the ability to come into the coaching call every 3 months or whatever. Every 90 days, we'll invite y'all in to the regular coaching call so you can see what it's about. So there is that. The other courses that are available, I'll throw that in there as well. It's in the chat. Just go check out all the courses. If you do buy a course, you're eligible to get into the community with a 14-day free trial, which is enough time to get in there and see what it's about and see what it is before you pay any money to anybody. And even if you do pay a little bit of money, it's so minimal, it's tiny. It's just to help us keep the lights on around here, that we can keep bringing you all this stuff. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, man. If y'all ain't, we had the band in today and I haven't cleaned everything up yet. And for some reason, I got a client that booked at 8:30 tomorrow morning. So I got to go set up for that. I want to set it up before I go home because I don't want to come in early and set up for that session. I just want to get it all. I want to clean up the drums, clean everything up, put all the mics away, clean everything up, take the trash out, put up the mic for tomorrow morning and be ready to go at 8:30. That way I can get here at 8:30 and don't have to rush around getting it done. So, any questions, comments, or concerns before I leave you? Before I get out of here? Anybody, anyone? I'm going to check one more time. I'm looking at the chat. Nothing yet. So, anyway, let me know. You can always email me. Here's the email, man. I'll put it up on the screen. info@learnprorecording.com. You can always email anytime, any place. I usually I check my emails frequently throughout the day. If something comes up, I can hit you back as soon as possible. Unless I'm in a session, then I'm not gonna be able to. Joanne again with the emoji is saying goodbye. So there you go. Joe, I appreciate you. We will talk to you. Oh, she's on Twitch today. That's funny. That's pretty cool. That the comments are coming in from the Twitch, which is nice. I like to see that. That's awesome. It means my stuff's working. So I will see you guys next. I'll see you on Monday. Ooh, Monday. What are we talking about? Analog consoles in a digital world. How do I put my analog consoles together with my DAW? Whether it's Logic or Pro Tools or whatever. How do I do that? How do I make that work? How do I do sessions where I'm in the box, I'm in the computer using DAW, or I am in Logic, or we've used Ableton, we've used Studio One, we have templates for Studio One to be able to merge these two wonderful worlds together, digital and analog. I'm going to talk to you about how we do that on Monday's video. Of course, Wednesday is the blog post. Thursday, welcome to Thursday Live. This is what it is. I don't do anything on Friday, huh? I guess Friday's a day off. Let's just leave it like that. I don't need to work that much, man. I don't want to. I like y'all and stuff, but I don't need to be up in your face every day, you know. So it's Monday, uh, Wednesday, blog poster. I do that. I do that during lunch while I'm eating. Type stuff out. You know what I mean? Thursday live. I love these. These are great. I get to interact with you while we're doing it, while we're here. And then of course, Mondays. So there you go. And then the group coaching call is going to be next Monday as well. So get ready for that. That's all. That's always live as well. But that's private. It's only for guys that are in my community, on my list, in my community, in my membership. That's what that's for. So, any questions? I think we're good. Let's get up out of here. I'll see you guys on Monday. Appreciate you for hanging out with me. Donny B, I'm out. I'm going to turn on I did not forget the outro screen this time. I'll see you guys next time. Donny B, I'm out. Peace.